Don't do this at home. Well guys, it looks like we're gonna do 2 budget sticks in a row. Today we're going after the Padilla Fumas Maduro. I first heard about these when I saw them, can't remember, a while ago, but then Matt commented quite a while back that he was trying out, I think it was the sun grown or one of the other varieties that he recommended to me. I saw them on some crazy sale and I was like, you know what, I gotta go for the Maduro. I'm just a sucker. So we're gonna try this thing out today. I have, if you follow me on Instagram, been doing extensive research on these, which I selflessly do before I do reviews like this, to make sure that I got as much information on these things as possible. And that research is smoking a lot of them. So I apologize if my voice is a little off today. I'm trying to fight off a cold, but not too bad that I can't smoke a cigar. So here goes. The build on this one's pretty easy. We've got a nice Nicaraguan Maduro wrapper. Everything inside is Nicaraguan as well. This stick is my absolute favorite size, a 5x50 Robusto. The price point is right around the $2 stick range, but like I said, I got these things on a crazy sale. I think I got them for right around $1.50 a stick. Appearance-wise, they're a little bit hit and miss. Some of them have a nice oily dark wrapper on them. This one here is a little on the mottled side. The veins are visible, but they are nice and tight. And a very well laid, nice and tight double cap at the top. Somewhat toothy in appearance overall. Cedar and Barnyard. Beautiful aroma off this thing. One thing I forgot to mention about these is a lot of times when I do budget sticks, it's almost always like a bundled variety of cigars. These ones actually come in a nice cedar box. And I can't think of any other Fumas or any other of those really, budget-friendly cigars that come in a nice cedar box like that. So, worth noting for sure. Okay, let's get this thing cut. Beautiful, beautiful, perfect draw with just a touch of raisin and spice on there as well. Let's get lit. Pretty simple start. Again, that draw is just perfect. I had a little bit of trouble lighting it. My lighter, it's so stinking cold, and I'm sure it's not as cold as some of the places where you guys are. I know in the Midwest, some of you guys are just getting hammered with some, actually the whole east side of the country it seems like, been just getting hammered with some really cold temperatures, so I'm doing okay. It's only about 15, 20 here. It sounded like you guys are getting negative temperatures, so stay warm, guys. But yeah, lighters don't really like that cold weather. Back to the cigar. Pretty simple. It's got kind of a nice sweet flavor to it. A mild pepper flavor on the end of the finish. And kind of a toasty flavor in there as well, possibly like a toasted nut flavor. Excuse me. And that's all I'm really getting right off the bat. So I'll smoke it down a little bit and we'll check in as always. Alright guys, about 20 minutes in. The ash is a little bit of a back to the case, but that's my fault. Without the backyard building a fire. Nothing better than sitting around a nice warm fire in the middle of a snowstorm, smoking a great cigar. So as far as everything else goes, it's really, quite excellent. The burn's a little awry at this point in time, and again, my fault, I've been rooting around. Flavor-wise, it's got a nice, kind of a creamy coffee flavor right now. And the other flavor that's held on is that toasted nut flavor. Those are really the prominent ones right now. Draw is still perfect. And I already talked about the ash and the burn, so we'll see where it goes from here. Halfway point, guys. I gotta tell you, the burn on the ash on this thing don't look great at all. but that doesn't affect how I'm able to enjoy it. This thing is really smoothed out a little bit. It's just kind of a mellow tobacco flavor right now. Not a whole lot of nuance to speak of. The burn went awry a little while, then it straightened itself out, and now it's just kind of doing whatever it wants to. So there you go. I don't always smoke cigars that have a perfect burn. Rory commented the other day that it seems like I always have a really great burn, and I said that's because I smoke really good cigars. That's true. But every so often, one goes awry, and I'll probably touch this one up here in a little bit if it doesn't straighten itself out. But still smoking good. Still enjoying watching the snow fall down. It's really dumping right now. So I'll smoke it down a little bit, and I'll check in one more time before I put it down. All right, guys. This thing just went out on me, so we're gonna call it good right about there. The end of another great budget stick. All right, so let's kind of go over it again. The first third started off kind of simply. It had a nice toasted nut flavor and a sweet tobacco flavor. Second third introduced a little bit of a kind of a creamy coffee flavor, but still holding on to that toasted nut flavor, probably like a toasted almond. Final third got a little bit richer, a little bit bolder flavors with the addition of some earth. But still kind of holding on to that toasted nut flavor and just a really rich tobacco flavor there towards the final third. Construction wise, this one did have a little bit of an issue with the burn. It went awry, and it just that ash just kind of was wanting to do whatever it wanted to do. So no big deal there. It didn't really affect the smokability of it. And the other ones, like I said, I've had a few of these in preparation for this video, and I smoked one just yesterday that the burn was perfect all the way down. And in fact, I think almost all the ones that I've smoked haven't had any issues with the burn at all. And again, draw wise, this thing had just an absolutely perfect draw all the way through it, so no issues there at all. And I think all the other ones really have had fantastic construction. I did mention that it had some of them have a little bit of an ugly wrapper, you know, and I think in this case, appearances aren't everything. It's a budget stick, and truth be told, I kind of like the kind of an ugly wrapper on it. You know, it's if I drop a lot of money on a cigar, I expect it to, you know, have a nice clean wrapper and everything like that. But when you're buying a budget stick, you know, it's cool enough that they come in a nice cedar box, but at the end of the day, it's a budget stick. And as long as it smokes good, who cares? You know, as long as it's got that good flavor. And I will say that this thing has a little bit more simple, just kind of standard Maduro flavor. You know, nothing really stood out one way or the other. The last budget stick I did, the Nica Libre, had a nice rich chocolate flavor. That was just kind of the overwhelming theme of the cigar, whereas this one was just a little more simple, just kind of a little more basic flavors that you get out of a nice Maduro. I will say the other thing is the final third had just a touch of strength to it, but not much to speak of, but it was there. Other than that, I'm very happy with it. You know, I'm glad I have a bunch of these to smoke. It's just a fantastic everyday cigar. I smoked one in the car the other day. It's great for just about any occasion. Pairs really well with coffee. Do recommend that. So there you go, guys. Another great budget stick. Go ahead and try these things out. They're not available from Cigar Page, unfortunately, but if you're looking for any other types of cigars or anything like that, the link for Cigar Page is in the description below. Cheapest cigars on the internet, they all ship free, so fantastic place to buy cigars. Do recommend that. And yeah, thank you for recommending these to me. I am very glad that I got that recommendation, and they're just another great addition to the lineup of budget sticks that I review. So I'm gonna leave you with that, guys. Happy smoking.